Welcome back to the Triple XP Arcade, the podcast where nerd culture levels up. We're here to press X on all things nerdy, so grab a token, press start, and let's rack up some
Triple XP!
Today in the arcade, as always, we have myself, Drew.
Hey everyone, you have Lex logged in.
What's up? It's Gigs.
Happy New Year, everyone. 2026.
Happy New Year.
Those are fireworks. That sounded like a falling plane? What?
What?
Is that what that was?
Supposed to be the firework going up and then it blows up.
All right. Well, that's the weird start you get here at the Triple XP Arcade. Happy New Year, everyone. I know it's been a few weeks since we've all last hung out. Tell our listeners what our holiday break was like.
Surprisingly, I found it to be a lot more busy than chill.
Yeah?
I think it's just because I'm from out of town, so coming back to the hometown results in a lot of visits overall. So you're kind of cramming many visits within the time that you're back. So while it's a lot of fun, it gets very chaotic very quickly. And I was thinking like, oh, I have tons of time. I'm here for a little while, but here I am in my final weekend. I'm like, holy smokes, I still have more plans. And a couple other people wanted to meet up. I'm like, I can't anymore. I have no more dates or evenings available, which is shocking.
Damn, you stretched thin, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lex, you real popular, hey? Popular.
It sounds
Not
like you should
even
just
a little
come
bit.
back. You should just move back here.
Yeah.
It sounds like that'll solve the majority of your problems.
Right? Yeah. And then no one will want to hang out with me again. That makes sense.
Self-burn. Yeah, no, I think you should just move back. I think
Yeah.
we'll all just take a vote, and then you'll have to move back, and then that'll just be that.
Yeah, exactly, right. But yeah, no, it was filled with games, a lot of games, like board games, video games, exactly what a Triple XP member would love over a holiday break.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Gigs, did yours feel as busy as Lex's?
No, not nearly as busy as Lex's because we live here. But
Yeah.
I mean, busy in other ways, I guess. Like a lot of trying to catch up with home things and personal projects, and a lot of the stuff that it's harder to get to in like the working week. So
Yeah. It's kind of self-busy
yeah,
instead
exactly.
of plan busy.
Yeah. Not mentally taxing, but a lot of busy work. My back is killing me. I had to change my car battery and all that kind of stuff. So
You did a physical labor holiday break
yeah,
experience.
definitely. And yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm sort of in between. Maybe I was definitely I'm not as popular as Lex at all. By any means, the only time we hung out was with you guys, and in between those times, for our listeners who might not know, I just moved to a new house, so we've been pretty busy the last couple weeks moving in, getting everything settled. So, not the most relaxing break. As you said, Gigs, physically also. My back and my knees are just toast. But still, it was very fun. Very fun hanging out with you guys. Every time we get together, for our listeners who don't get a chance to hang out with us, we get board games, video games, all sorts of games, and we kind of just play till the late hours of the night, hey?
Yeah.
Well, what we consider late now. Yeah.
10 p.m.
10
We're already rubbing our eyes like, oh, it's 3 hours past my bedtime.
Who even stays up till midnight on New Year's Eve? It's so hard. It's so
That's
hard.
really hard. Well, since we've had kind of different kinds of breaks, but typically during these periods is a really great time to binge watch your favorite series or shows or streaming series. I guess, is that what you call them? But a great time to find something that you've been hearing about or something you've been excited about, pop it in and binge it all the way through the holiday break. So Today in the arcade, we wanted to talk about our series and shows and what are some of the ones that we really enjoy and we'd like to or would recommend binging, and what else we're looking forward to in 2026 now that we're kicking the year off. So, my first question to both of you, because I think this is the most topical one for the moment. Did you guys watch Stranger Things?
Negative.
Yes, but not the second half of the final season yet.
Not the second half of the final season. So you're about episode 4 of the last season.
I think that's where it ended. Yeah.
So, do you mean like the break that they started like a couple of years ago? Is that what you mean?
No, the break that ended at end of October, I think.
Yeah, so they've been releasing this last season, season 5, in batches. So the volume 1 came out on American Thanksgiving, and then volume 2 was out on. Was volume 2 the one that came out on Christmas Day?
Yeah, that's the one that came out Christmas Day. So okay. So I guess I finished it in November, but it felt like a very long time between them.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was October for some reason.
Yeah, I got confused because to me it was like, so I'm caught up till the last season, but like the plot wasn't tied up at the end of the last season, so that's why I thought you meant it was a break in that.
Oh,
I didn't know that they split the last season up into 2 volumes.
Yeah. So you haven't seen any of season 5 gigs, and Lex, you've only seen volume 1.
Volume 1, correct? Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Drew?
Yeah, I mean the finale was on New Year's Eve, I think, or New Year's Day is when they posted the finale, and we watched it, I think, on the 2nd or something. So I wanted to make sure we avoided spoilers, of course. Okay, pre-warning for pretty much everything we're going to be talking about on this episode. There might be spoilers for shows that you might not have heard of or that you're in the middle of. So spoiler warning. We'll always try to give you what the show is before so that you can skip forward. But the finale aired just a couple days ago, and you guys have not seen or heard anything about it.
Not for volume 2, no.
No. There's been a lot of stuff online, and I just have to like mute it before it pops up.
Okay, so we won't even dive into anything there because I want you both. I'm surprised with the amount of posts that are in the world right now that that you have not gotten wind of anything. So that's very cool. So we'll leave it at that.
Well, there's definitely small breezes. If like it's really hard to avoid anything right now. It's all over the place.
It's near impossible.
Yeah, and it
really
like I have a gist of certain things, but like I'm still mostly in the dark, which is good.
Yeah,
I have not seen anything remotely close to a spoiler for it. Knock on wood. And I'm online pretty aggressively, so.
I was gonna say, I was like, have you been out in the woods on a peace retreat, or what's going on?
No, not at all. Yeah, shockingly, I haven't run into a single article or anything related to the final volume 2 part.
Okay, so we'll leave it at that. It's topical now. The series just ended, and that's one of the ones that my wife and I had binge watched over the holiday break. But once you both get a chance to catch up on it, then maybe we'll chat about it on another episode. Maybe we'll do a specific Stranger Things episode or something like that.
Cool. I do got to ask, Drew, did you guys watch this series finale in theaters, or did you just watch it from home?
Oh, just from home. I actually didn't know that they were doing it in theater. Well, I guess it would have been harder because I think when it was released, like when the theaters would have been running it, like I wouldn't have been able to watch it at that time. That was New Year's Day, I think, or New Year's Eve or something.
Something like that, yeah.
I also didn't know that they were doing theater. Were they doing theater showings around here?
Yeah, but apparently it's sold out extremely fast. Like in every city, yeah.
Yeah, I would. Well, for sure, yeah, that makes sense. Dang, that would have been cool to do a midnight a midnight showing or something like that for this finale and see what the Stranger Things crowd looks like, the diehard Stranger Things fan.
Yeah, true, right?
Yeah, well, who would those people be?
Honestly, I think it's a healthy mix because when I visited one of our little cousins, she had mentioned that she tried to get a booking, and I didn't even know Stranger Things was like influential to that group and age. Like, I think she's 15.
Oh,
So when Stranger Things came out, she would have been what, 10? But then again, I'm like, oh, I guess it's her age, I guess, right?
yeah.
Like she's growing up with the kids, so I'm like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
that's it. But I watched it for nostalgia because like it felt like those like old school sci-fi movies like E.T. and those older horror movies like Invasion of
Goonies
Body
even?
Snatchers. Yeah. Like it's a healthy mix of those movies, so that's why I like the series so much.
Yeah. How much did you like the series, Gigs, or did you kind of feel like impartial to it?
Up till the part that I'm at, I liked it a lot, really. Like,
Oh, okay.
I was really into it. And then when the last season, like the break between the last season and the second last season is so long that I did kind of like lose interest because
Oh, yeah.
it's been like what, like 3 years or something since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a 3-year gap between
It's
to this
super
season.
long. So it's just like I need momentum in my brain. So that's why I haven't really jumped to go watch it. Also, we didn't have Netflix for the longest time, so
You've got a backlog of things in their priorities.
yeah. And Katrina's watching a lot of stuff right now, so I don't want to kick her off. Plus, I got a lot of backlog of video games to catch up on, so it hasn't really come to the forefront. We'll say.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Like I said, I'm surprised that no spoilers have been seen or anything. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on from Stranger Things. Gigs. Let's start over with you. If you had time this holiday to binge an entire series or an entire show, or maybe a season of a show, what would kind of be the first one that pops into your mind?
For me, it was probably, well, this is just a show that I put on all the time in general as like a background thing. There's two of them, but one of them is Arrested Development. I've put that on repeat, kind of like Lex does with a lot of other shows, but that's my one show that I'll watch it like 3 or 4 times a year.
Do you think you could do like a trivia night on Arrested Development stuff?
Oh, probably.
That's really good to know. I think that I can keep an eye out for something, and maybe we hit up a trivia night for Arrested. I didn't realize that you had watched like the show so much.
Oh yeah, I still have like a lot of the running gags and stuff. My best friend and I kind of still throw out, just like randomly. It's very entrenched in my sort of repertoire of callback humor.
Do you find that when you're watching Arrested Development, do you have to pay attention?
Yes and no. So nowadays I've watched it enough that I think I've caught most of the jokes.
Okay.
But sometimes I just get drawn in. So I'll like play something while watching, and then next thing you know, I'm like idle in whatever game I'm playing and I'm watching Arrested Development.
Yeah. I remember because I love Arrested Development, and I had to watch like a couple times through, because like every time you watch an episode you get like a different joke, or the jokes are so like subtle but connected. So like the in jokes and the recurring jokes in the show are so small but so funny once you catch on to them.
Yep.
So I definitely feel like Arrested Development is a multiple watch kind of show.
Definitely.
Lex, have you seen Arrested Development?
Not a single episode.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Gigs, is this a show you think Lex would like?
Honestly, I don't know, because it's a little bit stranger humor, and intentionally most of the characters are unlikable.
Yeah.
So it's kind of actually, Lex, you really like Seinfeld, right?
I thought I did. Like back when like high school days, I thought it was funny, but then I watched it more recently. I'm like, man, everyone just sucks.
Okay, so maybe
Like
you
these
won't
are
like Arrested
terrible personalities. I would not be a friend with a single person on that show.
I feel like that's a anti-selling point then. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll like Arrested Development in this case. Now keep in mind it's a lot I don't even know if it's goofier, but the characters are more caricatures of people rather than
Yeah.
Seinfeld, which is they're jerks, but they lean into being a jerk. Whereas
Yeah.
Arrested Development is they're kind of dumb people and are kind of intentionally comedic. Like they're not real people. You know what I mean? If that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
Yeah, there was the graph of like Arrested Development is a show about dumb people for people who are smart. Do you guys know this graph that I'm talking about?
I've never. No, I don't know this graph.
Okay, so it's or maybe it was just a two-sided thing. So Arrested Development, as Gigs is trying to explain, like they're tongue in cheek, they're intentionally dumb, or made to be kind of caricatures or unlikable, but it knows it. And so you watch Arrested Development, and a lot of people are like, "Why this isn't funny? I don't get it." But not. I feel like I'm sounding elitist now
Yeah.
for.
It takes build up. Like it's not. It's a comedy show where the jokes aren't up front. You have to understand a lot of whatever happens previously in both the episode and in the series thus far.
Yeah.
To pick up on the jokes. So it's like it builds upon itself as opposed to just joke punchline or like setup punchline. It's more
That's
like
right.
it's all set up the whole time, and then sometimes there's punchlines that kind of refer to set up at different parts of the show,
like
or-
episodes ago or like a
Yeah.
season ago.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
That's maybe the best way I've heard that explained, Gigs. That makes so much sense in the way that you described that.
Mhm.
So yeah, like it's hard for if you're watching Arrested Development to jump into a middle of a season and watch an episode and be like, "Oh yeah, this show is funny," because I think just taking a snippet from the middle without having any context will be like, yeah, this show's not really funny, because you'll have had to watch like a season and a half before that episode for that episode to have been funny.
To like understand the characters as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to understand them to get what the joke is. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, it makes it sound like there's a lot of thinking that goes into there, but I think that's why they say this is a show about dumb people for smart people. And then the other side of the coin is the Big Bang Theory, that what people say is that's a show about smart people that are made for dumb people. And
Yeah, I could see that. Like
Right,
you can,
because-
you can literally pick any point in the show of Big Bang Theory, and the setup and the punchline are within the first within like a 10-second window.
bang, 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 bang. And that's the exact reason why the laugh track on the Big Bang Theory, like I can't watch that show in like stints, because it's like dialogue, laugh track, sentence, laugh track. If you've ever seen those videos of like the Big Bang Theory scene with the laugh track removed,
Oh yeah,
yeah, like
It's
the
actually
pace
pretty
of the
good.
Yeah, I know, right? Like the pace of the conversation is so unnatural and uncomfortable, and without the laugh track, you're like, yeah, this isn't really funny. But they keep inserting this this persistent laugh track throughout the entire series. So I'm like, okay, I can only do Big Bang Theory in little snippets.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, Lex. Let's go over to you. What's kind of the first one that pops into your mind when you think, oh, I've watched this a million times, or I can binge watch this show so hard?
The one, well, I don't know if they're like together. Like I've watched it a million times and I can binge it because it's a long one, but The Office is the one that popped into my mind.
Yes, you and I share, I think, the same pick there, because The Office was the immediate one in my mind too.
Yeah, it's a long one, so to binge it takes quite a while, but it's like the perfect background binge series in my opinion.
Mhm.
Like especially if you
And-
watch it a couple times.
Yeah. And fun bit of trivia, Lex and I won in an office trivia night thing.
Sure
And
did.
yeah, and that was now normally when people go to do trivia nights, they go in teams or you have your team trivia, right? So for this one, it was the office trivia themed, and everyone had their teams, and Lex and I just went just him and I, just duo it, and we got every question right except for one.
Yep.
Yeah. And that one I think was fair. You've seen the Office gigs. Let me see if you would have known this.
Sure. That's also disgusting that you guys almost nailed every
How
question.
dare you?
Disgusting. I'll take it. That's fair. The question was, in minutes, how many minutes did Michael Scott work in the office?
Oh my god, that's such a crazy question.
Right?
Is there like how would someone know that other than doing the math? You know what I mean?
Yeah, other than doing the math, Lex, do you remember how we're supposed to know this?
Yeah, it's in the song for Michael Scott's finale.
Oh.
9,986,000 minutes.
Oh, I see.
Felt perfect, but very perfectly sung. Yeah. So you remember, Lex? They asked that question, and then we remembered the tune, but the numbers we couldn't.
Yeah.
We didn't know if it was in the order of 100,000s or millions of minutes, and so we were trying to do like the actual math from the season.
Yeah, my math to it was because they said it's like watching Die Hard 20,000 times.
That's right.
And I'm like, oh shoot, how long was Die Hard? And multiply that by 20,000. And then my math went severely off. I'm like, okay, I don't know how long Die Hard is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the show I know, Lex, you put on like as background all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you get like choice paralysis, I'm like, God, there's too many shows. I don't know what to put on. It just resorts back to like I started at season 2 of The Office for some reason. And then it just repeats, and then it just finishes. I'm like, "Whoa, that was a blur."
Probably because season 1 is a little slower, and they
season 1 is a slog.
Yeah,
but season was only like what 8 episodes, maybe.
Yeah, and I think the reason why is because season 1 is a direct replicate of the British Office, so it's the same storylines, the same gags and all that stuff. And season 2 is when the American writers had taken over, I think, and the tone kind of changed from season 2 onward.
That makes a lot of sense. And they find their own voice or their own like, humor. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So because I'm the same as you, Lex. Like I don't enjoy watching season 1, and when I tell people or when people ask me, because there's still surprisingly some people who have never seen The Office, and they'll say, "Oh, I hear about it all the time. Like, should I watch it? Would you recommend this to me, Drew?" And I always say, if you do, just keep in mind that season 1 is not good. It's like not fun to watch. It's not particularly funny, and it's a bit of a rough go, but it does establish some of the characters. So if you're committed to watching it, you should watch season 1, but just know that it takes off around season 2 onwards. So you have to power through the first season.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite season, Lex?
I don't know, to be honest. It all kind of blends together.
Yeah, or like an arc, a story arc, I guess.
The Michael Scott story arc. That's all I know that I liked more than the Andy Bernard arc.
Yeah, that's fair.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, it diminished to me when Michael Scott had left the show.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the same. Everyone felt more like they were turning into Seinfeld characters. Like, I wouldn't be a friend with any of you.
Yeah, they did get really like cartoony, like Andy Bernard, going from when he worked in the Stanford office, where he was pretty like, you could tell he was Andy, but he was like professional work Andy. And then by the end of the series, where he's like on a boat with the beard and he's like going insane, and you're like, this character has made a real weird evolution.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Michael Scott, definitely that role was made for him.
How about you, Drew? Did you have a favorite season or arc?
I liked the story arc of when Jim goes to Stanford, and then you get introduced to Andy. And Karen. Yeah, that part of it, and then the beach games episode is because the beach games episode is maybe one of my favorite ones because it was just ridiculous, but so everyone. Like, it was so Jim and so Pam.
Yeah, I agree. So there's always one episode I skip no matter what, and I'm pretty sure both of you know which episode.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, Gigs?
Isn't it Scott's Tots? Is that not the episode? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one I have to skip.
It is unbelievably hard to watch.
I can't, like, I don't know why. It's so...
Oh, that is...
I don't know what it is, man. It's just so hard to watch that.
Mastery of cringe,
episode.
Man.
Yeah, that's I don't like throw the word cringe out a lot, but that episode physically makes my body cringe when I watch it. It's like really hard to watch.
Yeah, it totally, like, your back can't relax. It's like nothing feels good in your own body when you're watching it. Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite cold open in the show?
Ooh.
Oh, I think mine might be the same as yours, Lex. But you maybe you say first.
There's so many good ones. Like, I like the chaotic ones, but I think one of the more calm ones is when Jim has an appointment and he has Randall Park.
Yeah.
Sit in. And like, it makes Dwight go insane.
That Jim is Asian.
Yeah. And it's just like a running gag now, between like me, my brother, and my wife, that every time we see Randall Park in anything, we're like, hey, it's Jim Halpert.
Yeah. It was between two in my head, and that was one of the two.
Nice.
And
okay.
The other one that I was thinking of was the fire alarm.
Yes,
one.
that's the two I had in my mind too.
That one goes from 0 to 100 miles per hour so quickly.
Oh man, so good.
Those are some of the best cold opens of any show ever.
Yeah. Have either of you guys watched Parks and Rec?
Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And so, Gigs, you've never watched Parks and Rec?
I've watched the first season. I never make it past the first season, mostly because every time I would watch it, this was back in the day, it would get removed off of Netflix or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they cycled the shows back in the day?
Yeah.
And I could never like watch it without having to find it somewhere else. And there was a certain point where I kind of gave up, but I do love to watch like clips of it, even though I don't really know what's going on, just because the characters are funny.
Yeah, it's. I see. I'm having one of those moments when I learn someone hasn't seen The Office before, because I'm sure, as you know, Parks and Rec is by the same people as The Office, so they have the same. Is it the writers, producers? Lex, do you know?
Ooh.
I always just say it's the same people because it's the same people that did The Office, but I don't know who the people are.
I don't know.
It definitely feels like the same people for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that you said, Gigs, that you stopped at season 1, because I say the same thing for Parks and Rec. That season 1 is like, it sets up the characters, and you've seen Parks and Rec, like Parks and that's a tongue twister. Parks and Rec Lex.
Yes.
So you've seen Parks and Rec.
The full of it, yeah.
And I think that the show gets better after Mark Brandanowitz is gone.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Lex? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a little bit of a spoiler, Gigs. It's not like a critical spoiler, but obviously at some point that actor leaves the show or something. But I can't remember if it happens in season 2 or season 3. But I never liked the character in the first place. Like, I thought he kind of sucked the energy out of the scenes. And then, there's a point in the season where he's gone, and then I think that's for me where it does that, like, Office season 2, 3 starts hitting its stride is after he leaves. So,
I feel like that's most shows. No, totally. Like, there's a lot of shows where they really pick up after a certain point, and it's usually when, like, either the writers or the actors, comedians themselves, like, figure out what it is that they really want to do, and then it really gets good.
yeah. Do you have like another example?
Things like Bob's Burgers.
Oh
or,
my gosh.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of, like, animated stuff, even like
Yeah.
Futurama's like that.
Yeah.
The Simpsons, there's that period in The Simpsons where the writers, it was a very core set of writers. It was like season, like, 3 to 12 or something like that. I can't remember.
Like the Conan O'Brien crew.
Yeah, exactly. So like, it's very obvious when like a writing group hits their stride, and so I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. And you usually run Simpsons in the background of your house for the last little bit, haven't you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We put on, there's 2 that we have on the background a lot, and that's Friends and The Simpsons, just because there's a channel that just runs Friends from beginning to end nonstop and, like, repeatedly. So it's just, you just turn on the TV and it's Friends.
Yeah.
And then The Simpsons, I like to watch kind of the seasons that I like. I can't even remember where I stopped. Sometime when, I think it was like the early 2000s is when they started to kind of drop. So, and then I just kind of put those on repeat.
Is The Simpsons still currently airing seasons, or are they done now?
I think they're still going, to be honest. I have no idea.
Are they really? That's crazy.
It feels like they're still going.
Yeah.
Like they're on like season like 32 or something insane.
It's not very good anymore, but yeah.
I wasn't sure if, because my wife caught an episode randomly when she was I think she was building Lego or something at the time. She randomly caught an episode of The Simpsons on TV, like the cable that we have, and she asked me, she said, did you know that the kids are grown up now? And like Maggie is like a talking character, and like Bart and Lisa are like adult people.
No way.
What?
And I was like, are you sure this wasn't just like a random,
like a
one
flash
episode?
forward?
Yeah.
Like a flash forward episode. And she's not following The Simpsons, but she said, no, I think that was like what the show is like now, because it was like the new style animation and everything versus, the 90s hand-drawn kind of thing. So I don't know. I haven't seen The Simpsons in a really long time, but if anyone can confirm that, if that's true, like where just Maggie's grown up, the kids are grown up, and that's what The Simpsons of today is, that feels really weird to me.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta check this out. I gotta maybe let The Simpsons run its course on our TV here and see where it takes us.
Yeah, update us.
We'll literally watch them grow up before your eyes.
That's so weird. I remember when I was younger than Bart. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get your guys' thoughts, because you've both watched How I Met Your Mother, right?
Yes, recently.
Yeah, okay. We actually just finished watching it again, rewatching it again, and just finished, I think, a couple weeks ago. But and Gigs, you've seen it recently, or like when it?
I watched it to its completion when it aired, and then I haven't rewatched any of it. Yeah.
Okay. Is this one of those things where like we can't say the ending on the podcast, or is it past statute of limitations where we say it's been this amount of time with How I Met Your Mother in pop culture, so you should know how it ends?
Well, okay, wait. How many years has it been? I would say like almost 10 years since it aired, like finished airing.
Yeah, How I Met Your Mother started in, I want to say 2004, maybe
Holy
like
smokes.
early 2000s, and I think it concluded in the early 2010s.
That sounds
Does that
about
sound
right.
right,
Yeah,
Alex? Yeah.
it
Okay.
ended when I was in university or
Oh,
finishing
jeez.
university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that sounds
Okay.
right. Yeah.
So it should be 10 plus, if not only 10 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? Do we
I think we
avoid
can
that?
talk.
Or?
I think
Yeah,
we can
it's
talk the
fine.
ending. Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay. Okay. If you're listening and you have not seen How I Met Your Mother, spoilers ahead. Skip this section because we're going to be talking about the ending of How I Met Your Mother. Broad question. What did you guys think of the ending?
Hated it.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought it was kind of nice.
Well, okay.
Okay.
This might be what the rest of
Okay.
this episode is going to be about.
Step
we're
aside,
debating.
Drew. There we go.
We're debating.
You're
the two
talking
sides.
about you're talking about how Ted and Robin end up, right?
Yeah.
Is that,
Yeah.
is that what you mean?
And just like the general like how they end up together, the delivery in which that happens, the last episode, the whole last season, just like the end of How I Met Your Mother entirely. Would you still say, Lex, that if I expanded that criteria, you'd still say you hate it?
I liked the entire series up until the ending.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing with my wife. We watched it beginning to end, like, I don't know, maybe last year. Couldn't have been too long ago.
recently.
And I never finished. Well, I think I finished it when it was live, but then I don't remember anything about it. And then we finished it again. I'm like, I was so upset about that ending. Like, it just left a sour taste for the entire series.
I can see why people think that way, and like I kind of get it. Like it feels very unfulfilling as an ending, but I think it's actually quite realistic, and I think that's why I don't mind it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair because I would agree with you, Gigs, in that like this is sort of like a more realistic scenario of if a father was in that situation at that time in life now, then
Yeah,
maybe
Like,
he wants to
like-
reconnect with Robin. Yeah.
exactly, and it's like it's more human, I guess, which is why I don't really mind it. Like, I guess if you kind of consider the series as it leads up to something, right? And then ultimately what it all leads up to is the beginning. It does feel very unfulfilling, and I get that. But I think it's also, in a way, sweet that they decide to just pursue their relationship again, as opposed to what, like they're both just miserable for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? Like Ted's
Yeah.
wife dies, so it's like, well, it's kind of unfair to him, isn't it?
Yeah.
If he doesn't get some sort of ending resolution for himself. So that's
fair.
why. Yeah.
Yeah. Lex, do you do you want to throw in your 2 cents on why you hated the ending in particular?
Yeah. The show is called How I Met Your Mother. There's an alternate ending that wasn't aired. Have you guys seen the alternate ending?
No.
I've seen an alternate ending on YouTube that was immensely better than
Yes.
the actual ending.
Is it just that the show ends when Ted meets what's her face? Is that actually like the end of it?
Yeah.
In the
They
alternate?
kind of like
Yeah.
re-edit it a little bit so that it like makes sense in the narrative. But yeah, essentially it ends like once they're at the train and then the ending credits hit. But like the way that they edited it made it seem like that is the natural proper ending that should have happened. Or
Yeah.
that
Now,
could
see,
have
that-
been the better one.
I agree that would be a better ending. But my whole thing was just that the actual ending didn't bother me as much
Yeah.
as it probably bothered most people.
Yeah.
But it was not a great ending. I was just fine with it.
Yeah.
That's all.
And so Lex, so that video or the alternate ending, that was one of the things that I was going to say. There's two things that I've heard that could fix how I feel about it, because I also was not a fan of how the show ended. So the first one, of course, change the ending, like the one
Yeah.
that you're referencing, Lex. I don't know. I wish we could say what to Google, but alternate ending of How I Met Your Mother, we'll probably find it on YouTube
Easily,
if you
yeah.
do the search for it.
Yeah.
So you change the ending, but then that changes the whole, like, you have to change the ending of the show. The other thing that my wife mentioned to me and I've never heard this before, but I was like, that makes so much sense, is she said, all you had to do was not name the show How I Met Your Mother. You should have just called the show Have You Met Ted? And I would have been totally fine with everything then.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if he ends up with Robin, whatever, it's a show about Ted. It's a show about Ted's like relationships and blah, blah, blah. So however that ended, without editing a single thing, I feel like I'm fine if the show's called Have You Met Ted? But it angers me that it's called How I Met Your Mother. And the mom character was so cool. She was like that entire season. You're like, this is like the coolest person they could have ever found. And she fits Ted perfectly. And you get so excited. And she's got a handful of scenes in the last season. And then they fall in love and blah, blah, blah in like the second last episode. And then in the last episode, you find out that Ted ends up with Robin. And you're like, oh, I just spent all these episodes like falling in love with the mother character. And then you're like, yeah, but actually it's Robin. So just changing the name of the show, I think, would have done wonders for me.
I guess you could almost consider it more like the end of the show is an epilogue and the actual end of the show is earlier. Kind of like when everybody thinks the logical conclusion of the show is. It would be like a what happens after sort of thing. A season, I don't even know how many seasons it was, 10? Something like that?
Yeah, around 10.
Like 10X or 10B or whatever, just like the B side of it. Like what would happen after. It's just a recap. Kind of like at the end of a lot of anime, there's always like one episode where, you know, the story arc finishes and then we see what they're doing now as old people or whatever, right? So it's
is that like a standard anime thing?
Yeah, I think so. Oh. Lex? No?
I don't like that idea for How I Met Your Mother. I know what you mean though, Gigs. Like it's like a kind of like almost like a flash forward, like, oh, this is where everyone's at now and everything like that.
Yeah.
And they do it for the anime. Like, it's kind of like because for anime, they end like something on such a huge climax that you're like, you can't just end there. We need to know what happens next.
Exactly. Yeah.
But in the case of How I Met Your Mother, ending it the way they did on the alternate ending where like they finally meet was a perfect ending to me, not the standard original ending.
Yeah.
I agree. It is a better end. Like, by far, it's the actual better ending.
Totally.
But yeah. There should just be like a general consensus around the world that it's like, hey, when you watch this show, just like stop on this episode at this moment. And forget the rest exists. Unless you really like wanted to for some reason.
Yeah. What about, have you guys both seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah, that's on my list. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
How quickly did you get kind of pulled into Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Gigs?
It's hard to say. I would say maybe halfway into the first season. Somewhere about there. Yeah. It's when there's certain characters kind of like you get to know them better. Like Captain Holt is one of my favorite characters. So like, so when he starts to get more and more screen time is like when I start to really get into it. And Boyle too.
And Boyle,
I like Boyle.
Lex, how about you? How long did it take you to get sucked into it?
I think episode 1 sucked me in immediately. I'm like, I have to be in the right mood for cop shows. And it has to be like a right mix of what they're doing on the show. But I really like Andy Samberg. He hits my funny bone very easily. And I think it's one of the rarer shows where I actually like all the characters in the show itself. Like there's not one character I'm like, ugh, I can't stand you. I don't want to see you in any scene, but everyone was just so funny that it just matched really well.
Yeah, I agree with you. I actually was gonna say I got pretty sucked in right on episode one also, but I'm the same. Andy Samberg gets me too. I remember when I used to work at Blockbuster years and years ago, and people would come in and ask for, they just want something funny. They want something where they just laugh out loud. I always told people to rent Hot Rod.
Yeah.
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 Like that movie
Cool
is
beans.
cool beans.
Hot Rod is such a good friggin' movie, man. Oh,
Right? It's over the top. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Blah blah blah. Whatever, whatever. But Andy Samberg, I always just laugh at Andy Samberg stuff. So, yeah, right on episode one, when you kind of get a vibe of what his character is about, kind of got me right away. But to your point, Gigs, like as they develop more and more, it's like you're hooked in definitely by the end of season one. And I was gonna say it's kind of a nice difference because with The Office and Parks and Rec, even Arrested Development, you have to like invest some time in before you really get hooked. But Brooklyn Nine-Nine was just like, no, right away, was instantly hilarious. Do you guys have a favorite cold open?
ooh. I think mine is usually involves Holt laughing, but I think it was they were all trying to either figure out if why Amy was late. I can't.
Oh
remember.
yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Why Amy is late for the first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he shouts like hot dog or something.
yeah.
Yeah. I actually was thinking of a different one. Okay, so the one that I thought you might have said, Gigs, is actually my favorite one, is the one where they're trying to guess what Captain Holt's reaction is to eating a marshmallow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like the same sort of idea in my head. It's very Holt-centric. Yeah.
And Charles.
Yeah.
And then seeing Holt do that after is like the best thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I might have to watch that again. We just finished watching our How I Met Your Mother like rewatch cycle, and we're thinking of, well, that's kind of why this episode came to mind, was like we were thinking of what should we put on next, and it might have to be Brooklyn Nine-Nine again.
I've had that in the background a couple times, but then it doesn't become a background. I think that was my issue with that show. I'm like, I get
You just start
into
watching it.
yeah. I'm like, oh shoot, I should be watching something new, not this one. If I'm actually watching, like, I need a background.
Yeah. Have you guys seen? I don't know why this kind of connected to my brain, but have you guys seen the show Murderville on Netflix?
Yeah.
That's the one with Will
Will
Arnett.
Arnett.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they released whatever episodes or the whole season of that one, when they did, I binge watched the whole thing in like the same day that those episodes were released.
Yeah.
That show is so incredibly funny. Gigs, maybe explain what the concept is for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Okay, so Murderville is it's kind of like a murder mystery for one person, for the guest of the show, which is usually a celebrity. And everybody's in on it, and the celebrity is brought in to help. I can't even remember Will Arnett's character's name, but he's like the detective. And the whole show is them trying to figure, the one celebrity who doesn't know what's going on, to figure out what the plot of the murder or the mystery is. And everybody's just it's improv, right? Everybody's improving around them, and it's just really funny because it's one straight man and then everybody else is just improving.
Yeah.
And Will Arnett is maybe one of the most perfect castings to be like the improv partner to the celebrity, because the way that he acts things through and drives the story forward is amazing. It's so funny. I can't put that on in the background because I will immediately, I'm like, no, I have to sit down and watch this.
Yeah.
It's always really, I love it when the celebrity or the guest just starts to like really lean into it, and they start kind of like improving a bit too. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
There was the episode with what's his name? Kumali Nanjiani.
Yeah.
There was one scene where I could not stop laughing, where he just had to keep like Will Arnett kept telling him to act more dumb or something and just make noise. And no one was laughing. I'm like, how are they acting this with no one? I think Will Arnett like broke for a split second, but it was so good.
Those moments where Will Arnett's character breaks is the best. I thought you were going to say when they were trying to make him redo his cool walk.
Yeah.
It might have been that one too.
It was like down the hallway, right?
Yeah. And he's like walking like a troll or something.
Yeah. Like a penguin or something, right?
It was like he was riding a horse. Like his legs were like riding a horse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was a really funny episode. Did you have a favorite guest appearance on that one, Gigs?
Ooh. I'm trying to remember. There was one guest that I really, really liked. I'd have to look up the episodes, though, because I can't remember who it was. Let me look it up while you guys discuss.
Yeah. So my favorite was Conan O'Brien's.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. It was Conan. Yeah.
Yeah. Conan O'Brien, just like when you're saying, Gigs, like it was fun when the celebrity person would like lean into it, and like Conan leaning so hard into it was so hilarious to watch, because like all the other people, like you can tell that they're like a celebrity and they're dropped into like a scenario, blah blah blah, but like Conan O'Brien, like he was fully committed to that.
I remember actually Marshawn Lynch had a couple really good moments.
Yeah,
but it's just
really
like
funny.
The highlights. Yeah.
Then they did the Christmas follow up one with I can't remember who I know Jason Bateman.
It was Jason
was in that
Bateman.
one,
wasn't it?
And,
I thought it was all Jason Bateman, wasn't it?
Was it all Jason Bateman? I know Maya Rudolph was in there for a little bit also, or was that just right at the very end?
Or maybe it was both of them, maybe, as like dual guests on that episode.
Oh gosh. I feel like I might have to throw out some episodes of Murderville tonight too.
Yep.
Awesome show. Will Arnett is hilarious. Can't go wrong with anything that he's in, to be honest with you. Arrested Development, obviously, right? He's really good in Arrested Development also. The other show that I wanted to check if you guys have seen, have you guys both watched Schitt's Creek?
Yes, I wanted to talk about Schitt's Creek. I love Schitt's Creek. It's so good.
Schitt's Creek is one of those shows that took me a while to get into, weirdly enough, because I watch it again a second time and it's immediately funny, like right away. But yeah, when I started watching it, I think it took me the first time I remember really being like, I love this show is the scene where Moira and Dan are baking or cooking together, and they're talking about folding in the cheese.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember this scene?
I don't remember that.
It's just Dan Levy, man. He's so funny.
Yeah, that scene, I'll send it to you after, Lex, is just like, that sticks out of them as the exact moment where I was like, I am so invested in this show. It's
it's funny for me. Schitt's Creek really, it grew on me as I got to know the characters. Like, I didn't find it very funny the first time I watched it, and it was once I kind of watch the characters grow and go through their own character arcs that I was like, oh, I really like the characters. And now on rewatches, I think it's so much funnier because I know the characters now and I know kind of like where they go. And it's just like,
like anytime in the earlier seasons, like when Alexis is being Alexis, like knowing who that character is now, so funny anytime she does anything. I found.
Yeah.
Katrina and I do a lot of Alexis stuff, actually. We'll just like the "you David" thing. I know that's apparently not even in the show as like an actual thing she says, but everybody knows.
Oh, really?
That. Yeah, it's like one of those. I don't know what the term is.
Like the Mandela effect.
Yeah, Mandela effect. Yeah. Like "you David," and like So Katrina does it really well, and you do the hands thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Lex, if you watch Alexis, she does this.
Like she puts her fingers up.
Yeah, it's very
yeah.
she has very animated hands, and
Yeah.
we do that now, just kind of in general.
Yeah. Even like the way she, with her eyes and her mouth, like she'll squint and then like shake her head upwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone on that show had such a perfect quirk that complemented like the overall,
Yeah.
I want to say, humor of the show.
I agree. Yeah.
Plus, like, it's really sweet. It's actually one of like the most heartwarming shows I've ever watched. Like, I always feel so happy at the end of this, like the whole series.
Yeah,
It makes me feel really good, and
I would agree with that.
yeah, it's really sweet to watch them all kind of change and grow. And on top of that, it's funny, like in the middle, right?
It's weird because there's something about it that I don't know if it's like the writing or the editing or however, but there's something about it that feels very Canadian. Like I know
Oh,
it's a Canadian
definitely.
show, but like I can't really pinpoint what it is where I'm watching. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a Canadian show for sure. Do you know what I mean?
It's probably the cuts, because a lot of the cuts are very corner gas, if that makes any sense.
No,
It's
what do you
like-
mean?
It's just like this rural backdrop, a little musical ditty, and then it goes into the scene or goes out of the scene. And it's always kind of, to me, that's what I mean by corner gas. It's very,
I see.
it's always very rural, and there's
Yeah.
always this little formula for scene changes.
But for me, it's like the type of comedy also feels very Canadian. Does it not?
Yeah, but I don't know how to describe that. You know what I mean?
I know,
I kind
right?
of know what you mean by like it's impossible to describe. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have no idea how it feels very Canadian, but it's hard to pin down why.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean, Lex?
Sort of. It feels Canadian to me just because it's more rural, like how Giz was saying.
Like the setting.
Yeah, because it's not often you see like American shows in like more of those more remote areas versus like Canada's full of those kind of small towns. So it felt like
That's true.
it's more accessible or knowing to us. Like if we're going from one city to another, you drive by like 5 of these really tiny towns versus if you're driving from like, I don't know, Sacramento to LA, you're driving through giant cities, right?
You're going through LA for 90% of it, and then all of a sudden you're in Sacramento.
Yeah, exactly. Or like you go through like Orange County or something. Like I don't know my geography, like San Diego, for example, too. If you're driving in North Carolina or North California to South California, you're hitting like major cities versus in Canada, you're hitting like really, really small things like population 2,000 people.
Yeah. Like fairly frequently you're running into towns like that.
I do have one show I wanted to mention here, actually.
Yeah. Go for it.
Have you guys seen Malcolm in the Middle?
I mean,
Okay,
I watched it when we were younger, but yeah, go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, I watched it like kind of sporadically on TV, like when it was airing, but I don't think I've actually finished the series. But that was actually on my mind of like, should I go back and watch that? Because I remember that being really good, right?
I highly recommend you watch it as an adult.
Really?
It's actually
Yeah?
so funny. It's one of the background shows my wife and I put on. She never watched it before, so I had it in the background initially, and then we both got super into it. But it's funny because when I was watching it as a kid, I'm on the side with the kids. I'm like, oh man, these parents are the worst. Like, just the kids have fun. And then watching it through the adult now, you're like, oh my God, these kids are the worst. Like, I cannot believe they've survived this far with the stuff they've done recently.
I never thought about it like that because you are watching it from a different perspective as an adult. Maybe that actually works in my favor that I haven't rewatched it since.
I highly recommend a rewatch from beginning to end. Like every season's fantastic. All the characters are super hilarious, and everyone has like their own side stories, which is just great.
Yeah. And aren't they actually making a new season of that? Is that coming up this year?
I think it's this year. Yeah, it's like a reunion. Life is still unfair or something.
Yeah, I saw a teaser of it with Frankie Muniz being like a full on adult. It was jarring.
Wait, sorry. Is it a new season of like a follow up, or is it just like a reunion show?
It's a new
Where they're just,
season. Like it's not like everyone's just getting together and just saying hello again. It's a literal new couple episodes.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll try to do the Stranger Things timing, where I'll just watch the whole from beginning to end up until when this latest, most recent season will release, so that I can just binge watch beginning to end, including the new one.
Yeah, and they have cold opens too, like how Parks and Rec had it, Office had it, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and some of them are just so hilarious.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to revisit it too.
Yeah, highly recommend that one though.
Yeah, I actually might throw an episode on tonight because
Yeah,
I know it's just always been in my head like that. I remember it being really funny, but now I'm really excited to watch it as an adult now that you've mentioned it.
yeah.
All right, cool. The other one that I had on my list was I actually have a couple still. Have you guys both seen Superstore?
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched it to completion like you guys, but Patrina watches it, or used to watch it all the time. So I've watched most of it on the periphery.
Superstores, I just wanted to throw that one out there again because I think this is one of those things where I say I don't know who the people are, but there's some people from The Office on that who did that show also. Again, I don't know if it's the writers or the producers or whatever, but I find that because I mean, for me, the core, as we mentioned earlier, is like the core for me is The Office. And I find that as those writers or producers or people who are involved with that show do other projects, I also like those other things. So Superstore had some people from The Office, which was really great. And a more recent or actively airing show is Abbott Elementary.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
You've been watching it? Have you been watching it, Lex?
No, I don't. I've never heard of it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is, I think, this one. I am like, you know how I'm careful to recommend things, but I would say, Lex, based off of the stuff that we commonly enjoy, I feel pretty confident that you'll like Abbott Elementary also. So
This is
give that one a
DR
try.
A Drew recommend? A doctor?
It's a Drew recommend, yeah. And I mean, I think it's safe because, again, same people that did The Office or that were involved there also are involved with Abbott Elementary. So
Okay.
can't go wrong.
Okay.
With those ones.
Yeah,
Sounds
I agree.
good.
We're completely up to date with Abbott. Like we whenever a new episode releases on Disney Plus, we usually watch it. It's our dinner show, Patrina. and I.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we also do the same thing. We watch it for when we have dinner also. So check it out, Lex. I think that one you'll probably get a good vibe in the first couple episodes. So there's no you got to invest in a season or something before you can see if you like it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. Our gigs. How about which other ones do you have?
I only have like maybe one more comfort comedy, and it's one that I've put on a lot in the background, and I don't know if everybody would like it. It's I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson.
Oh my god! Yes.
Do you like? Okay, so
I love that show.
okay, Tim Robinson is so funny.
He's so funny.
Like, yeah, him and the Detroiters and I Think You Should Leave is just like, those are almost my favorite. Something to put on the background, and I will always laugh, but they're always short little skits. Lex, have you watched I Think You Should Leave at all?
Not at all. I don't think I've even seen what it's about.
It's hard to explain. It's absurdist comedy, but it's really good.
See, this one, I absolutely love this show, and I can't ever put this on when I'm doing something else because I get too sucked in because these are always belly laughs for me.
Yeah.
He's like so crazy outlandish, but this is one where I would say, Gigs, I don't know if you would like this.
Yeah, it's a hard recommend because it's a very specific kind of comedy that I
like vulgar or
no, not vulgar. It's just weird. It's very weird and like yelly
That's
and
fair.
and just like yeah, it's so hard to describe. Like, do you know Tim and Eric? Let's see.
I don't know what you could compare this to, Gigs.
Yeah, I don't
would you-
really know either?
Like, it doesn't really have to be spoilers or anything, but like, is there a skit that you think that would summarize for Lex? Like, which, because Lex, this is like a skit show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
okay.
it's
okay.
not like you're following a story through
like
this.
like Key and Peele.
Yeah, kind of, but it's less. I don't know how to describe it. It's not. They kind of tell more of a story, whereas Key and Peele sketches are like a bit. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, like. Yeah, this is really hard to like find one. So like a whole episode has like 4 or 5 little short skits in them.
Okay.
And like probably one of my favorite ones is it's about Tim's character who has the hat with the flap and he has dice in his pocket. It's so weird, but it is so like I can't not just lose my mind watching it. It's so funny.
I think I know. I think I know, Gigs. Maybe correct me if you disagree. I'm thinking of a skit that we could send Lex that would like, in one moment without any context, you'll know if you'll think other things are funny or not.
Mm-hmm.
And the skit that I'm thinking of is the drive-through one.
Oh, the drive-through one, yeah.
Right? Like if we send that one to Lex, from that like 2-3 minute skit, Lex, I think you might be able to tell if you'll think other things that he does are funny or just completely stupid.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
feeling
think
I've
it's
seen
a
this
fair one.
skit then. Is it the one where he orders 55?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that and I thought that was funny.
Okay.
Okay.
So the rest of it is along the same lines of like that kind of absurd humor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of the skits are just so unbelievably funny. Like, yeah, it's a weird kind of funny. And I think that's why I like it so much is that there is literally nothing else that I can think of besides other Tim Robinson or maybe like Tim and Eric stuff.
And I feel like it can only be done by Tim Robinson. I feel if you put anyone else in the characters and the skits that he's playing, it's not as funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has to be Tim Robinson, which makes it somehow funnier for me.
Yeah.
Okay. I will put it on my to watch list.
I'll leave one more out here as we close this out then. The last one that I'll throw out there, have you both seen The Good Place?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That one's done, right? I'm pretty
That
sure I
one's done.
watched it to completion, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. The Good Place is, I didn't think I was going to like it, to be honest. The first, I think it actually took me a couple episodes to get into that. But what I found for me anyways was when I was watching it, it started making me reminisce or feel the same way as when I watched Arrested Development. Like it felt very well written and the comedy was very well built up so that you're kind of rewarded for having watched previous episodes and things like that. And it kind of just the characters really, once the characters started developing, Jason's character is
Yeah.
so funny. Any dialogue that he had for any of the episodes was just pure gold. Anytime Jason said anything when he was able to talk.
Yeah, I agree. It is definitely a show where you're kind of as you learn more, it makes a lot more sense. And because it's not it is kind of a complicated story, especially after the first season. Like you kind of have to follow along, otherwise it gets a little off the rails in terms of like a story arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you watched it too, Lex, right?
I have. I don't remember much about it, but I remember really liking Jason.
Yeah.
I don't know why he hits a funny bone for me.
He's like Homer. He's just like a nice, dumb guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And what's the... Gosh, his name is slipping. The main guy, the architect guy. The Ted Danson?
Ted Danson, yeah.
What was he in?
Cheers.
From like the 80s. Was it Cheers?
Yeah. He was in Cheers. He was the main guy in Cheers, the bartender.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Did you ever watch Cheers, Gigs?
I watched episodes as an adult, and it's very good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I remember this is a weird detour, but I remember catching some episodes when I was a kid and like not understand, like I just didn't get it. And so I was like one of those when I was a kid, I'm like, oh, this is like an old people show. And then I didn't ever watch it because I didn't think it was funny. But as an adult, it's better.
I would say it's better, but I don't know. It's kind of dated still, I think.
Yeah.
There's better stuff to watch, in my opinion. That's all.
Better stuff than Cheers. Yeah, Cheers is just like one of those iconic things. I was going to say, I didn't think anyone from that Cheers crowd was particularly funny. Because of how I perceived that show. Which is why I was coming in and I was like, I don't know if I like Ted Danson. I don't remember seeing or watching something where I liked him. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I don't know, maybe this is going to be like not as fun as I am hoping. But no, Ted Danson's character actually ended up being like really, really good. Really, really funny and really likable. Because that show actually made me I was like, I'm down if Ted Danson does something else.
Okay, so on that topic, have you seen A Man on the Inside?
No, I haven't. So
my wife and I really like that show. So we watched the first season last year and we loved it. If you like Ted Danson, if you're a Ted Danson fan, you should watch that show. Definitely. They just released a new season, which my wife and I are going to try and watch. Okay. Probably binge, but yeah. Very good. Very heartwarming. Okay. And there's nothing to... You just like Ted Danson more after watching it, to be honest.
Okay. You've sold me on that. A Man on the Inside. I will check that one out as well.
Also, sorry, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this, and I only thought of it because of the bartending thing that Ted Danson did in Cheers. But New Girl, we didn't mention
Oh, that's
New
right.
Girl. Yeah.
New Girl. Right. Yeah, you liked New Girl too, Lex, yeah?
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah.
But it had the Office effect where it got worse in later seasons. In my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it got better.
Well, not worse season. A character got worse throughout the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
As the seasons went on, they became more and more caricatures of themselves, which made it a little bit more outlandish in the later seasons too. But for me, New Girl was awesome. But there was a moment in there where Jess started getting really annoying.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
extremely annoying.
And she became not charming Jess and kind of weirdly, cutely awkward, and she just became sort of annoying and whiny for a period.
Yeah,
and I remember when they brought in Megan Fox for that little stint was I think that was a good breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
while because I think Zooey Deschanel was having a baby or something.
Yeah, I think she was pregnant.
Yeah. But Megan Fox, I don't typically think is regarded as a particularly good actor. But as Reagan, that character was perfect for what that show needed and the dynamic with Nick and everything.
Yeah. She was a foil to the craziness the rest of the cast was doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly.
I think why I started to like it more and more as it went on is because they started to lean less on Jess as a character, and the rest of the guys got a lot more spotlight, which is why I started to like it a lot more.
Yeah, because all the other characters were really, really good too.
Yeah, it's honestly really hard for me to say who my favorite character is because I like all of them. they all have their moments, especially.
Yeah.
But like overall, is probably Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing, actually.
Okay.
What about you, Lex?
I liked it when Coach came back. I find him to be really funny. But if not Coach, Schmidt makes me laugh a lot in that show.
That's the thing is Schmidt has some really good moments.
Yeah. The douche jar.
It's just whatever his name is, Max Greenfield, whatever his like, I don't know, it's his delivery of stuff is so funny.
Yeah, the way he talks.
Yeah.
And pronounces things.
Yeah. He's so good.
Yeah. All right, folks. That's a wrap for us this week on the Triple XP Arcade. We always love hanging out with you in the party, so please leave a comment below and let us know what your favorite cozy comedy show is. Be sure to follow us on socials so you don't miss a drop with new episode releases every single Friday. Welcome back. We're going to have a really great 2026. So until then, game on, stay nerdy, and remember, you always level up faster at the Triple XP Arcade.